Amrish, thank you. And thanks the CHEMCONNECT for giving me an opportunity to be on the panel. And of course, I'm talking to very learned, distinguished audiences who understand perhaps these things better than me and practicing it on a day-to-day basis. I head the India operations of a crop, one of the globally first 10 companies in crop protection, biggest. And we are in a B2B and a B2C both. So this subject I thought I would talk on because after 20 years working in and out in supply chain and procurement, I made a move to head the B2B business of an Indian company, and that for almost 7 years. So I see both the ends. I realize that as a supply chain professional, what we look at, and as a frontline P&L holder of a B2B segment business, what we commit to the customer, there is a large gap. One of the reasons that we traditionally think of B2B and B2C is that B2C is direct consumer, your trade line. So you have a kind of a historic data with you, which you can rely upon. You have all the parameters that is intrinsic to your industry, your company, your products, and your trade partners, and your end customer. You have a connected line. So your data really is much more. You have a higher range of predictability in building into your forecasting, which helps you to serve your customers well. And you can do a lot of pre-planning and do that. Whereas when it comes to the B2B supply chain, traditionally, I'm not saying that what it is getting transformed. Traditionally, it is a business to business, which means that, one business do the manufacturing and logistics and distribution for another business, which is not related, which have a different way of thinking, which have different priority for your businesses. So how you make this happen? And these businesses traditionally were happening on a very, arm's length basis. We were not applying the CAM, key account management principles, or then, another thing was fixed term or longer term contracts. And a degree of customization, certain degree of customization, which can be practically implemented. Now, as rightly pointed out, the differentiation between B2B and B2C is blurry, because today the B2B customer is asking that level of customization that he's not willing to keep the inventory at his end. He wants the material directly reaching his customer within the shortest possible time. So how maybe in a conventional way we were initially supplying to his factory, he will do certain reworking, make the product his own, and then pushing into his supply chain matrix. Whereas now what is happening is that he wants us to directly feed his supply chain. So, and so which means that you are making a product which is very large degree of customization with his aesthetics, his branding, his it is like a retail. Like, some S company making the product for Arrow has a certain degree of customization, something for maybe Louis Philippe. So now chemical industries also come to that stage. So the earlier things are no longer applicable. Then how you track the not only your internal customer the customer's behavior. So then we need to employ, again going back to B2B platforms, digital platforms, and employ tools to understand and leverage these things. Like trace and track. Like my customers, B2B customers platform, I put something. If his retailer picks up and opens the box and scans, the data is stored in my cloud that this one particular box is liquidated, which is integrated into my SAP through an API bridging software. And I know that, okay, this is the kind of liquidation happening for this product of this B2B customer. And I need to now look at, rearrange my procurement, planning, manufacturing strategies. So this is not a fixed window. Okay, I give you this window, whatever you want to produce, you take it. This is no longer applicable. The HDT, based on the customer need and the liquidation of his pattern, his trade customer as well as maybe his end customer need to be integrated into see that you cater to the B2B customer in a very time-bound manner. So this is one of the aspects which I wanted to touch upon.
Okay. So you are saying in the longer run, there will not be any B2B. Everything will become B2C. That is what you are trying to say.
Yeah, it will be like a supply chain leveraging one against the other. The products is not the differentiating factor. Supply chain and the reach of the supply chain is going to actually bring the businesses. Because at some certain point of time, everybody is offering the same services, same product. So the reach becomes a factor to determine your business growth.